Welcome, Leo. Welcome to my channel. I'm Dee, and this is Intuitive Life Advice. I am not new to the internet. I've had a website there for quite some time, but I am new to YouTube. So please like, share, and subscribe, comment after the videos. And I want to create a community for everyone to help one another heal from a bad relationship. Narcissistic abuse is a real thing and it damages a lot of wonderful people. So my goal here is to help as many of those people as I can. So please join me. Today we're going to do a reading for you called Troubled Love, and it's for July of 2021. And this is for the sign of Leo. And I'm going to use these 4 decks today. They are my own decks that I personally create my own decks. I only use my decks, and my sense of knowing is the only sense of knowing that I trust, and my source is my trusted source, and that's just the way I do it. So again, welcome, and this will be a general reading for Troubled Love for Leo. July 2021, and I shuffle my cards off camera, but I will shuffle them all. One more quick little fluttery shuffle here, one more time, just so that, whoops, well, maybe 2 more times, just so that everyone can see that the cards get shuffled. Great shuffle, but it shows you that they're shuffled. If I shuffled these on camera, we'd be wasting so much time. And I like to commit all of the time that we have to my reading and not the shuffling. So we're just going one time here. And the first deck that I'm going to use there is the Divine Grace. It is a deck for, it shows the steps, or about 34 steps in that deck, and it shows the steps that are taken in a bad relationship, from the beginning of it when it's wonderful to the end when it's, or to the center when you're going through the abuse, and all the way to the end when you hopefully will gain the wisdom and stand on your own 2 feet and walk away from that relationship. Some people repeat so many of the steps just over and over, and it's very damaging when you do that. So hopefully we'll all learn together here and as we go, and yeah, I think we're going to have a wonderful community. Just please join me. Our first card is Where We Have Been. This can be any time. It can be a week ago, it can be a year ago, 10 years ago, depending on your personal situation. This card will tell us what happened, what was going on that brought you to your current state. Your current state is where you are now in the relationship. And then our near future is, if you stay in your current state of mind, keep doing what you're doing things the way you're doing them now, where's it going to lead you? And then we're going to find out who we're dealing with here. And looks like we're dealing with an Aries. That can be a sun, moon, rising. And then it's also given me a fire sign. So we could have double fire going here. And Leo, you are a fire sign. So we'll see how this pans out. And then we're going to get the severity level on where you came from that led you to the state that you're in now. We'll start with this one. It was low. Beautiful. Okay, this looks great. Okay, what led you to your current situation? Agony. This is a abusive, definitely abuse is going on here. This agony card is very indicative of actually physical abuse and a lot of emotional abuse as well. This type of thing this emotional abuse can be extremely agonizing because you can't see it. It's hard to accept that it's happening to you because you can't see it. It's all within you, and that's what makes it so difficult to deal with and to walk through and to heal from. If this is where you were and the severity level was low, so that's like someone may have kind of got in your face and maybe pushed your shoulders back or kind of bumped into you to give you a message of don't mess with me, something like that. And any kind of activity like that, any kind of physical dominance like that is bad. I mean, you don't want somebody like that in your life, because all that does is disrespectful to you as a human being, for one. And if you're supposed to be someone's partner in life, and they're treating you like that, that's very concerning, because it's wrong and it's bad. And I'm feeling the silent treatment too here. Let's see, where are you now? You're in divine grace. That is the actual cover image of this deck of mine here. So that is a gorgeous card. That is when God is whoever you pray to, whoever you believe in, whatever you believe in. That's when you look up and you say, help me make this decision. Help me. What do I do? Guide me, lead me, show me. And you're just taking it in. I mean, that is an amazing card. I just can feel that energy right now. Leo, that's amazing. Mercy. Okay, so that's beautiful. Now, if you continue with this same state of mind that you're in, it's going to take you to a darkness that is going to be within you. And don't be alarmed. I know that sounds bad, but the thing about that darkness card is you've been through something here. You've been through whatever this Aries is doing is causing you agony. In your recent past, it was a low level of agony, but like I said, any kind of severity is bad. If it wasn't severe in some way, it wouldn't show up on this. This would be a 0. You following me? So the fact that there is a severity level to this agony means that something was done here that shouldn't have been done. And it bothered you, it hurt you enough to where it threw you into this state of grace where you're just allowing your source, your creator, what you believe in, to funnel down that information, the answer. They're giving you the information. Are you going to listen or not? Because it sounds like where it looks like to me that if you're going to get into this darkness here, this is self-doubt. This is self-devaluation. This is where you start thinking you are worthless. You can't do anything right. I just want to be a hermit. Nobody's ever going to love me. What's wrong with me? And that's not abnormal. It's not an abnormal state to get into when you're in such a beautiful state as grace, that you would think that you would just go into beautiful heavenly energies. Well, that's not always the case. Like I said, you can repeat a cycle or several cycles or phases or steps of this journey in a bad relationship and healing from it. You can repeat certain steps along the way, and you can also zigzag through them. There's no one way to get through a bad relationship. Everybody's different, and not one way works for everyone. So what this is telling me is that whatever you're thinking now, while you're in this state where you're being funneled all this information, it's going to turn you into this, it's going to take you to a little bit of a dark place in your mind where you're going to devalue yourself, doubt yourself, criticize yourself, and not show yourself any healthy self-care, self-love. And I don't want you to go there. Let's see how deep you're going to go right there. And like I said, this is if you stay in the same mind frame that you're in now. If you go there, it's going to be on the high scale of the severity level. So that's going to be bad. That's going to be a bad route to take. Okay? So we're going to pull, let's pull 2 of these wisdom cards, words of wisdom, so that we can be guided from this. Look at that. Love. And we're going to put that over this card here. Love. You need self-love. You need to love yourself enough to listen to what your Creator, the Divine, the Most High is telling you, and heed that advice, because that's the only way you're going to come out of this in one piece. And then we've got CPTSD. So there's from the low, what I'm seeing here is your severity level is on the low end. So it's not like you're not used to or accustomed to being abused or being in bad relationships or being in abusive relationships. You're just in one with this particular person, and it's throwing you off because you still have your beautiful soul working for you here. This grace card is showing me, and if you can see here, there's her shoulder takes a little shape of a heart here. That card there it's just indicative of the fact that you are not losing yourself no matter what is going to happen. And if you do go to this dark place, you're going to catch yourself, because love is the only way. You're going to have to show yourself the love that you want someone else to show you. And you do that in your life normally. But with this person, you let this person get a hold of you and kind of take control for a little bit, but it wasn't too bad. And like I said, this 1.0, that's a good one. That's a good card. That's low on the scale of severity. But the fact that the CPTSD card came out, that tells me that you suffered some trauma before this relationship that wasn't connected to this relationship. So maybe it was a parent situation. I don't feel like it was a romantic relationship. I'm sorry. I don't feel like it was a romantic relationship. I feel that it was maybe parental traumatic experience. And complex post-traumatic stress disorder is normally, they say that people who are in long-term abusive relationships can become diagnosed with CPTSD, but also witnessing a traumatic event or experiencing something that was traumatic can also put you into a complex post-traumatic stress disorder situation with yourself. So keep that in mind. You might want to sift through some things in your life and take a break and take a breath and just remember, I mean, one of the most important things you can ever remember in your life is if someone is pressuring you or needing you to answer them right now, no, I can't wait, I need you to give me an answer now or make a decision now, the answer has to be no. And you can voice that. You can say, well, if you're demanding that I answer that question, make that decision right now, without being able to take some time and reflect on it, then the answer is no. Because anytime you are under duress, under stress to make a decision, or to answer a question that causes a lot of reflection before you can give a legitimate, genuine answer, then you have to just say, then I can't do that for you. I can't give you the answer, or I can't make that decision, because you know yourself more than anyone, which takes me back to this card here. You know yourself more than anyone, and you're the one who has to make the decision based on your intuition, your heart space, and no one can pressure you into making a decision unless you allow them to do so. So the lesson here is, don't let someone treat you in a way that causes you to forget that you love yourself. You have to practice self-love. And I know a lot of people think that is betraying or, doing everything for you and you do you, and forget all them and heck with them, whatever. But that's not what self-love is. Self-love is having healthy boundaries so that when someone walks up and starts trampling on one of your boundaries and it makes you feel out of control, like they're invading your space, they're walking on your values, your morals, your thought processes are chaotic, whatever happens when someone steps on a boundary in your own personal life, then that's what I'm talking about when I say you need to be practicing self-love, because you have to care about yourself. You have to say, no, I'm not going to allow you to pressure me into doing this. I don't know if I want to do it. I'm not saying I don't, but if I don't know whether or not I am going to be okay with doing this, I need to reflect on it and think about it for a little bit. And if you need me to make that decision right now, then I just have to tell you that the answer is absolutely not. The answer is no. That's the way you do it. That's taking care of you. That's loving yourself. So hopefully this helped you, Leo. This is a great reading. It's very, very deep. My goodness. Please like, share, subscribe. Don't forget to comment. You're on the ground floor here with me. You're my second reading. I started with fire signs on my new YouTube adventure here. So I did Aries, now I've done Leo, and hopefully it has helped someone. Please reach out if you would like a personal reading with me. All of that information is in the description box below, and my website. The link to my website is there also, and you can go there and check out everything that's available. It's a lot of fun. The website is a lot of fun. There's a lot there for you. So have a great and amazing July, and I will talk to you again. Take care, Leo.